Hey y'all. Weird introduction, I know. I feel like coming on and making a video today because your girl's bored. I need something to do. So I figured, why not make a video for you lovely guys? So it's gonna be kind of an odd video, but it's also not because I am drawing. I promise I'm drawing. But I've been really into pony art lately, like My Little Pony fan art, creating my own characters and stuff. Recently, my recent obsession has been drawing me and my boyfriend as ponies, so that's what I'm gonna do today. I've already pre-drawn out our design and we're just gonna color, and I'm gonna talk to you about my life, him and his life, and that's what we're gonna do today. So I hope you guys enjoy. Definitely get to take a look at something new with my new pony art obsession, but that's okay. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm gonna get to it now. Per always, the usual smackdown of the sketchbook. But we're gonna be drawing me and my boyfriend as ponies today. Here is the art that we're gonna be coloring. The faces are a little funky. I am still trying to get down my pony art style, so if any of you guys do this kind of art and you have any suggestions for me, please comment them down below. If not, we are gonna get started. I have decided I'm gonna be using my lovely, beautiful Ohuhu markers today. Look at these beauties, they're my favorite. Oh my lord, they're just so pretty. I think this is the 120 color set, and actually my boyfriend's mom gave me these for Christmas for a very discounted price. So thank you for that. Without further ado, let's pick out our colors and get started. These are the lovely, beautiful swatch sheets too. The colors are just so pretty. Picked out my main colors for his Ponysona really quick, so I'm going to do the rest of this probably as a voiceover, and I will see you guys again at the end. Hi, voiceover Catron here. In case you're wondering what I'm rubbing my fingers all over, I'm currently using a kneaded eraser to go ahead and erase over my rough sketch. That is always the first thing I do before I complete a drawing. Side note, if you're an artist and you don't have a kneaded eraser, you need to go out and get yourself one. It is the one supply that I will never ever not use when I'm making art. So definitely go out and get one. Anyways, on to the drawing. I want to do a little explanation of the details behind the drawing. I'm starting off by drawing him, and his design has a lot of thought behind it, whereas mine is kind of just plastered down, and I'm so excited to explain it. So in the original sketch, he had little dirty marks all over his body. I realized I forgot to put them into the actual drawing, and I'm kind of upset about that, but hey, it's okay, we make things work. Anyways, the dirty marks are because he's a mechanic, and every day he comes home from work, he is all dirtied up. He's got oil on his nose, oil on his hands, his arms, you know, the usual mechanic stuff. And I just think it is so silly and so cute that I wanted to incorporate it into his design, which I ended up forgetting to do, but it was in the initial sketch, so just know that. Second, I gave him a cutie mark as a wrench because he's a mechanic and he's always wrenching. I thought of the idea because he says he wants to get a tattoo, and every time he talks about wanting to get a tattoo, I tell him he should get a wrench tattoo because it's going to stick with him forever in his life, and it is a tattoo that he will never regret. So that's the story behind the wrenching cutie mark, also just because he's a mechanic and he's always wrenching. Third, if you notice the little spots and speckles across the back, that actually has a real resemblance. He probably doesn't want me talking about this, but oh well, I'm gonna say it anyways. One of my favorite things about him is he has these cute little freckles all over his back, and I think it's adorable, and I really wanted to incorporate that into his pony design, so that's what those dots are for, and I just think they're such cute. It's such a cute little touch, and it reminds me so much of him. I ended up giving him a hat as well because he is always wearing hats. He actually got me into wearing hats, so now I always wear a hat when I go out to prevent my scalp from getting burnt. But I think they're really cute, and I wanted to incorporate it into his design as well since he's always wearing them. I also don't really have much of an explanation for this, but I made him orange because when I think of a color of him, I think orange. And I can't explain why, I'm not 100% sure, but he just reminds me of the color orange. I'm currently starting on my design, but I do just want to talk a little bit more about him and how much he's helped me in my life. So that is what I'm going to do, and then I will switch right over to my pony design. Anyways, back on him. He is the sweetest person anyone will ever meet in this entire world, and I mean that with a full heart. I'm the type of person who has severe depression and anxiety, and very little things can help me get out of that when I'm in that mood, and thankfully, for me having him, he has helped me out of these things so many times. He always changes my viewpoint and how I view things in life, and he's given me a much more positive outlook in life. And I love him so much for that. Whenever I need a hug, he's right there for me. And I'm a big hugger, so that's important. He's also literally one of the hardest working people that I think I have ever even heard of. Most people don't want to work. I cannot get him to stop working. Again, I love him so much for that. But sometimes it gets a little irritating. And that's okay. Just like me, he doesn't know when to quit. But again, that's okay. I'm glad I found somebody just like me. And on the idea of him being a hard worker, that is part of the reason why I initially put oil splotches all over his body to show that he's a hard worker. Anyways, let's switch on to my design for my pony. That sounded so rude. I apologize. I decided to make my pony yellow because yellow is one of my favorite colors. I love yellow so much, and it really describes my personality since I'm such a preppy, poppy person, if that makes sense. I'm always happy about everything when I'm not depressed, of course. I feel like that's a pretty normal thing, though. And then another detail that I'm currently working on here is pink hair. I have wanted to dye my hair pink since I was like 12, and I'm finally getting around to doing it this year for Christmas for myself. So I had to give my pony pink hair. She actually really reminds me of Fluttershy, but I promise you she's not inspired by Fluttershy. This is just how I would see myself as a pony. And I haven't colored it yet, but I did end up giving myself a paint splatter for a cutie mark. Well, now I'm coloring it. Because obviously I'm an artist and I wanted to make my cutie mark stand out in a way that was totally me. I really like the way I drew these pony bodies this time. Sometimes my legs come out a little wonky, but I don't see a problem with these ones at all. I'm actually so obsessed. This is probably one of my favorite pieces once it's finished in my entire sketchbook. Like, I cannot even exaggerate this. It's just so cute. At this point, I was definitely regretting not putting this on a separate piece of paper because I really wanted to pull it out of my sketchbook, but I had a drawing on the other side and I just couldn't bear myself to do it. I'm just so obsessed with how it looks. Now I'm going in with a pink micron pen. This pink one here is one of my favorites to outline my drawings with because it goes with every single color drawing. I'm not even lying. I tend to prefer this over black fine liners because black fine liners tend to overpower the coloring in the drawings. I've always said that when I draw with black or outline with black, it ends up overtaking the drawing, and that's all I can think of personally. I'm not sure if anybody else thinks that way. But when I draw in pastel colors like I did, and then I go over it with this pink fine liner, I just feel like it completes the whole piece. It adds a different pop of color, and it makes it look gorgeous, especially in pastel tones like this. I love it. Also, if noticed, when I draw ponies, I love to give them a little glare on their hooves, like a shine. I think it adds a nice little pop to the drawing. Even when I just do sketches of them, in fact, when I just do sketches of them, that's my favorite part. It really adds a pop to it. It's like a nice little pop of shading, and in this instance, it gave it a little pizzazz, if you will. Like, I added a different color on top of it, but gave it that little light shine of color that the actual pony is, and I think it really outdid the piece. Also, excuse my hands covering the paper throughout the entire drawing. I just cannot draw like this unless my hand is able to put pressure on the paper, because this paper, for some reason, likes to move and scramble itself. Or when I don't have my hand on there, then I just don't feel like I have a firm grasp enough to where I can keep it still. And if I don't, then my sketch lines get all messy and I don't like the piece, and I think that's partially what happened in this one, but I also still love it so much. I wish I added a little bit more detail to his eyes, and I think the nose ended up coming out a little wonky, but again, hey, it is okay. As an artist, you can't 100% make great pieces, you know? I definitely tried my hardest and even stepped out of my comfort zone, and I'm super happy with how it turned out. This just shows that it is okay to try new things that you're not comfortable with in your art, and that it's okay to not make a perfect piece every time you pick up a pencil. Hello again. I hope you enjoyed today's video, listening to me rant and talk about the love of my life and myself. At the point of me talking currently, I have no idea what I said because this is being recorded before the voiceover, but that is okay. I am going to a sleepover with my best friends tonight, and I will be drawing some more, so you will probably see some more in future videos coming up, the little shorts that I post to my Instagram and TikTok, which, by the way, here's my handle. Definitely should go check me out because I am more active on both those platforms than here on YouTube. Not trying to promote, but if you want to see more, that's where I am. Other than that, thank you so much for watching today. I love filming videos for you guys, and I'm so happy that of all the creators here on YouTube today, you chose me. I love you so much. I cannot wait to film for you guys again. Bye!